Hi, I'm Jesse Ammett, your host of Valley News Now. And today in Clay County, at the Clay County Sheriff's Department, a father and son were given the Citizen Citation for Distinguished Service Award, Travis and Hunter Owens. And this is in relation to an accident that happened about a month ago. We covered that story then with a beat truck. I'm going to bring you that right now.
Ballots, and we begin with new information on a beat truck crash just south of Sabin, Minnesota. Now, one man was hurt after two beat trucks crashed yesterday just south of the intersection of County Road 11 and 130th Avenue South. Now, when deputies arrived, they found that one beat truck had been sideswiped and was on the side of the roadway. The second beat truck was heavily damaged and was on fire. Now, authorities say that the driver of one of those trucks, a 41-year-old man from Fargo, said that he fell asleep, which is why he hit the other beat truck. Now, he did sustain minor injuries. The driver of the truck that was sideswiped, an 81-year-old man from Fargo, was not hurt.
I was able to have an interview with them today over Zoom that I'd like to show you. Here is a picture of Travis and his son Hunter receiving their awards today. And we were able to sit and talk about this accident that happened where they came directly behind it. They easily could have been a part of this accident. And I've got that interview for you right here. Did you see it happen? Did you come upon it?
Yeah, so
start at the beginning.
we were going to up by Hollywood where deer hunt to work on some deer stands, and I was there was two beat trucks ahead of me, probably I'd say 300-400 yards, and one was coming towards me and one was going with me, and I had noticed the one which would have been heading south coming towards us was kind of veering, which had been the east side of the road, and the other truck, sometimes you see that, and the other vehicle lets you, gives them a little room. Well, this truck really wasn't doing much of that, and I just had nudged Hunter. I'm like, Hunter, check this out, and all of a sudden they collided, and kind of he skimmed off the back, and now that truck is coming towards us. So I'm slowing down now, and I'm getting in, which is his lane because he's coming into mine. And about the time I get slowed down pretty good, he hits the ditch right even with me. So at that point, I stopped looking at the truck and I'm focusing on getting my truck stopped because we knew we were going to have to do something. And then
you very easily could
my
have been a part of this accident.
Yep.
yes,
I mean, you were.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you were almost a part of this accident. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then at that point, I'm getting my truck stopped, and Hunter said, Dad, the truck's on fire. And I looked back, and he had hit the last tree and stopped, and it was on fire. So of course I stopped my truck, and then I basically just run towards the truck, and yeah, he was still, I could see him moving in there. And so I know, he wasn't unconscious or, not hurt too bad. And I just kind of started yelling at, as I'm running towards him, like, you got to get out of there. The truck's on fire, and I kind of got there, and I kind of was hesitant a little bit because there was diesel spraying all over and there's fire there. And then I seen him, he started coming out front ways, and there was a tree kind of wedged at an angle against the door. So he only had probably like a 16-18 inch window to get out of. And he started coming out that way, and it wasn't working. And I'm like, you're gonna have to try and turn around and come backwards. And at this point, the semi was, when it went in, it must separate, the cab must have separated from the frame, because it was way up there, the window where I had to try and get him out of. And so he comes backwards out of there, and he's looking at me, and I just said, you're just gonna have to fall and I'll catch you. And so he falls backwards, and he's stuck on the window. I don't know if his belt or something was stuck on it. And so I, at that point, yelled at my son Hunter, like, I need a knife. I need you to get me a knife. And as Hunter was running with the knife, he's kind of saying my feet are getting hot, and it's getting pretty intense. And I just jumped up on the fuel tank and grabbed him and just started. I did 3 times. I remember I jumped up, grabbed him by his arms, and tried to pull with all my weight. And finally, like the 3rd time, he came out.
Oh,
And yeah, so yeah, it was pretty intense.
oh my gosh. I had no idea. I mean,
Yeah.
so do you even, when stuff like that happens, it's hard to, time is like, it goes fast, but it also goes slow. And I mean, so do you remember even thinking or just acting before, when you saw
I
him
remember
in there?
I do remember getting to the truck and going, whoa, but then I seen him moving around, and then, it just kind of takes over. I obviously wanted to get him out of there, and I thank
Yeah.
God it worked out.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness. Yeah, it's just incredible
Yeah.
how scary that had to be. And that's how we all hope we would respond, right? But you actually did, the
Right.
two of you did that. I mean, you saved his life oh, and in such a, I mean, it
Yeah.
was really dramatic. And thank goodness you didn't get in the car accident as well, so that you were able, to be there to save him.
Right.
Man, Hunter,
Yeah.
how about for you? Or, I'm sorry, go ahead, Travis.
No, I said, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Incredible. So yeah, so Hunter, you're watching your dad do all this. I'd love to hear the story from your side too. So let me see if I can.
Yeah, so I was actually not paying attention on my phone when my dad was driving, and he kind of smacked me, said, "Holy crap, watch this." And then we watched the trucks collide, and then the truck that was heading south went into the ditch, and I saw as soon as the truck hit the tree, instantly was on fire. And we both just kind of reacted without saying much, and I was on dialing 911 before we could get the truck and park, and I kind of stayed back towards the road a little more and was telling the dispatch what I was seeing, and then he called for the knife, so I ran back to the truck to grab the knife. But
Wow.
yeah, it was crazy.
So intense. And again, did you even think, or did you just immediately call 911?
I kind of just reacted. Didn't
Wow.
didn't really think.
Wow. I mean, like I was saying to your dad, that's how we all hope that we would react, but you just don't know. Sometimes you freeze, so it's
Yeah.
so amazing you guys were able to do that. I mean, watching your dad in there, I bet you had to be a little bit afraid.
Yeah, I was pretty
Yeah.
nervous. That was the best possible outcome that could have happened of that situation there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So you went and got the knife. And then did he get him before you got back with the knife?
Yeah, by the time I got there, my dad already got him out of the truck, and we were walking back towards the road. So
And so he was able to walk. I mean, he wasn't hurt.
yep, thank God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I talked to the sheriff. He thought he had a concussion and some broken ribs, I think,
Oh.
is what happened. So, which is pretty good
Very
considering
lucky.
what could have happened.
Yeah. Could have been, honestly, all 3 of you that day. I mean, well, and the other driver too. I mean, could have been
Right.
Yep.
a way, way worse day. Wow. So today, this was a really cool thing, the Citizen Citation for Distinguished Service Award. So I went back and read, what you have to do to qualify kind of for that award. And you have to either be putting your life at risk or save someone's life, which you did both. You both did both of those things. So what was that like, getting that award today?
Yeah, it was, obviously we didn't do it to get that award, but it was, to be recognized for that is, it's pretty cool. And, I think we all got some plaques on the walls for different achievements. And that, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this one, so that was pretty cool.
Very cool. Well, I'm so glad that they did recognize you for that, and to do it with your son too. That had to be obviously super
Yeah.
scary, but being that
Yeah.
everyone was okay, oh, what a bonding experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Oh, thank you guys so much for telling your story and talking to me about it. Is there anything else that you'd want to say or tell people? Hey, if you come across an accident, make
Yeah,
sure you
no,
got a knife ready.
training is we're trained with a lot of this stuff at work, so I mean that kind of kicked in a lot. I think that helps. So I mean, if you're in, I kind of kick and scream a little bit with the first aid and the CPR and stuff like that. But you know what, when you really need it, it comes pretty natural, So yeah.
That's good to know. So take those classes when they're offered.
Yep,
Yep,
I'm
yep.
actually in one right now.
Oh, good job, Hunter. Well, awesome, you guys.